One thing I've noticed about Bryan is that he looks different in almost every single picture. Now, whether this is just because the pictures are spread out in time, or if this was actually a calculated effort by him, this does remind me of another very famous killer. In reference to his appearance, Ted Bundy was often referred to as a chameleon. I mean, look at these pictures. Could you really blame someone who was attacked by this person not being able to identify him in a photo lineup when he comes in looking like this? It is known that he would switch his appearance up in many ways to avoid detection and being identified. He would change his hairstyle in the direction that it parts. He would put on fake moles with makeup. He would put on fake casts on his arms and on his legs and use crutches. He had all kinds of tricks to manipulate his appearance. Now, I doubt Bryan was doing this at all to the degree that Ted was, but being a PhD criminology student, Bryan would have been aware on how having a chameleon-like appearance, always changing, has benefited killers in the past. And I think Bryan could have benefited from it in the same way. I mean, if this was the person who attacked somebody, and then they were shown this picture in a photo lineup, could you really blame them for not being able to identify him? And like with this picture here, I'm not trying to be mean at all, but I would have never guessed before all this that this was a 28-year-old. Would any of you have thought he was 28 in this picture? And I'm not saying that any of this appearance-changing stuff was intentional on Bryan's part. We really don't know, but it is something that I noticed and thought was interesting and wanted to talk about. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on it. Thanks for listening.